The Accounts Command Center enables you to control all the account information and activities in your business. This includes creating new accounts, editing and removing existing accounts, editing account history amounts, exporting your accounts list to your accountant, and establishing budgets. As with any command center, you can also click To-Do List to display business tasks that affect your company on a regular basis. Click Find Transactions to view summary information about transactions, click Reports to print or view reports, and click Analysis to analyze aspects of your business. The Accounts List window allows you to set up and maintain the accounts that you use in your business. This window contains a list of your accounts, displayed in a way that looks like file folder tabs. Each tab allows you to view a list of accounts for one of 8 account classifications. To view the accounts assigned to a specific account classification, click on the relevant tab. Header and Detail Accounts. Your accounts list consists of detail accounts, the accounts to which you allocate transactions, and header accounts. Header accounts group related detail accounts to help you organize your accounts list. For example, you could group your telephone, electricity and gas expense accounts using a utilities header account. This makes it easier for you to locate the utility expense accounts in the accounts list, and to see your combined utility expenses. All Accounts tab. All the accounts that appear in the other 8 tabs are listed in this tab, in the same order, top to bottom, as the tabs appear, left to right. Asset tab. Asset accounts track things a business owns, such as the money in a check account, computers and office buildings. Money owed to a business is also considered an asset. Current assets can be converted into cash within a relatively short period of time, usually less than a year. Current assets include cash itself. Fixed assets usually take more than a year to convert into cash. Motor vehicle can be considered a fixed asset. Asset accounts are assigned the prefix 1, and normally have a debit balance. Liability tab. Liability accounts track things a business owes, such as a working capital loan. Money owed by a business for purchases is also considered a liability. Current liabilities are due within a relatively short period of time, usually less than a year. Long-term liabilities usually are due for more than a year. Liability accounts are assigned the prefix 2, and normally have a credit balance. Equity tab. Equity accounts track a company's net worth. A company's equity, also known as owner's equity or capital, is calculated by subtracting its liabilities from its assets. Some common equity accounts are current year earnings, retained earnings, and shareholders' equity. Equity accounts are assigned the prefix 3, and normally have a credit balance. Income tab. Income accounts, also known as revenue accounts, track the increase in equity from the sale of items or services. Income accounts are assigned the prefix 4, and normally have a credit balance. Cost of sales tab. Cost of sales accounts track the amount paid to sell an item or service. The amounts tracked by cost of sales accounts are sometimes referred to as cost of goods sold amounts. Cost of sales amounts are subtracted from income amounts to determine gross profit. Cost of sales accounts are assigned the prefix 5, and normally have a debit balance. Expense tab. Expense accounts track the cost incurred when a business attempts to create income. Expense accounts are assigned the prefix 6, and normally have a debit balance. Other income tab. Other income accounts track the income that isn't directly related to a company's operations, such as interest income. Other income accounts are assigned the prefix 8, and normally have a credit balance. Other expense tab. Other expense accounts track the expenses that aren't directly related to a company's operations, such as loan interest and fines. Other expense accounts are assigned the prefix 9, and normally have a debit balance. Account name column. This column displays the accounts in the category you selected at the top of the window. If you want to view more detail about a specific account, click the zoom arrow next to the account's name. There is a hierarchical structure to the list of names, with header accounts and details accounts appearing in bold above groups of detail accounts. Type column. This column displays the type of each account in the list. The type is assigned to each account in the profile view of the Edit Accounts window. There are 8 types you can assign to a header account, which correspond to the 8 tabs in this window: asset, liability, equity, income, cost of sales, expense, other income, other expense. For detail accounts, there are multiple types instead of the single asset type or liability type: asset account types, bank accounts, receivable, other, current asset, fixed asset, other asset, liability account types, credit card accounts, payable, other, current liability, long-term liability, other liability. Tax column. This column displays the tax code that's entered in the tax code field on the details view of the edit accounts window. Only detail accounts can be linked to tax codes. Linked column. This column displays a check mark next to each account in the list that's linked to a transaction type. For example, an asset account may be linked to all sales that result in money owed to you. Each time you enter a sale that's not fully paid, the amount you're owed will automatically be added to this account's balance. To view the types of transactions an account is linked to, click the zoom arrow next to the account's name in the account name column. In the profile view of the edit accounts window, the linked account for field describes what the account is linked to. Balance column. This column displays the current balance of each account. For header accounts, the column displays the sum of all the detail accounts assigned to the header accounts. For asset, liability or equity accounts, the amount shown here is the value of the account. For income, expense, cost of sales, other income or other expense accounts, the amount shown here is the total of all activity with the account since the beginning of the current financial year. Note: if you're viewing the equity account named current year earnings, the current balance displayed is your company's year-to-date profit or loss amount. Up click to move the selected account up 1 level. Down click to move the selected account down 1 level. Combine accounts. For a variety of reasons, you may have 2 accounts that would be better treated as 1 account. Click Combine Accounts to open the Combine Accounts window, where you can combine one detail account with another. Print. Click to print the accounts list summary report. New. Click to open the profile view of the edit accounts window, where you can create a new account. Budgets. Click to open the Prepare Budgets window, where you can create monthly budgets for all detail accounts. Edit. Select an account in the list and click Edit to open the profile view of the edit accounts window. Close. Click to close this window.